What's up guys, it's Sophie. Today's video was actually gonna be pretty lighthearted. I was doing a video on B. Simone and just like all of the Twitter drama going on with that because I found it really funny. But instead, we're gonna be talking about the issue that I have with the Black Lives Matter movement. If you've been following me for, I don't remember the first Black Lives Matter video that I made, but if you've been keeping up with this channel and you've been following me, you know that I've considered myself part of the Black Lives Matter movement for like almost 4 years. I don't remember the first video that I made, but it was a couple years ago when I really started getting involved and interested in activism and, you know, justice reform and all of these things. And back then, I didn't understand like the problematic undertones that the movement has, and we're gonna talk about that today. Oluwatoyin, if you've been keeping up with Twitter, is a Black Nigerian girl who's been missing since June 6th after tweeting about her experience with sexual assault. She was molested twice, and she tweeted about this. There's a whole entire tweet thread that's still on Twitter, and people were retweeting it and liking it. And although she gave his location, there were no leads, there were no suspects, there were no leads, and it just came out late last night that her body was found. The fatal flaw with the Black Lives Matter movement is that Black women, especially trans women, do not receive protection until after they are killed. And then at that point, you can't protect them because they're dead. I'm trying to get my words together right now just because like I'm really angry and sad and emotional and frustrated. Like, this girl was like a year older than I am, and now she's dead, and now everyone's just like, Black women matter, like, I'm tired of reading that after the Black woman that you're talking about was already dead, was already killed. There's no point. There's no point if you're gonna say it after they're already gone. And I know that they do it for Black men too, but my issue is the whole movement collectively surrounds or promotes Black cis hetero men. Black women will always show up for Black men who are getting killed by the police. They will always do it. But it's like, I don't know why so many people have this idea that like Black women are less likely to be killed by the police or killed in general. If anything, we're actually more likely, because Toyin was killed by a Black man. So my thing is, Black women are not even safe within their own community, let alone outside of their community, because we're dealing with racist violence from white people and then sexual violence from anyone, regardless of color. Y'all are just like, all Black lives matter, all Black lives matter, but it's like most people can't name 10 Black women who have been killed by the police, but y'all can just rack off names of Black men. And it's not really a competition. It's not a competition, of course it's not, but it's just more so what's happening. And that's what's happening. What's happening is people marginalize and look over Black women, especially, don't even get me started if they're trans. If they're trans, it's like they get maybe 2 articles, and then if they're lucky, they go viral on Twitter. If they're lucky though, if they're lucky. It's like, I'm so fucking tired of that. Like, I was sitting on Twitter reading, oh, justice for all Black women matter. It's like, yeah, but she's already gone though. Like, you saying that is not gonna bring her back. I'm always gonna say Black women matter and protect Black women, but my issue is when people say protect Black women in response to someone already being killed, rather than like, I'm gonna protect Black women to prevent them from getting killed. I've been, you know, a part of this Black Lives Matter movement for like a little bit now, a while now. And at first, like, I would even find myself only posting and only ever talking about Black men that are being killed. It literally wasn't until after Sandra Bland for me that I was like, wait, Black women are walking targets. They are walking targets for sexual violence, for murder, for anything under the sun. And they're not even protected within their own community. Like, that's all that I really have to say on that. It's so fucking frustrating. And I know that I'm not the only one that's mad. I know that I'm not the only one that's like, protect Black women at all times, but I don't see it enough. Y'all are not protecting black women enough for me. Y'all are not protecting trans people enough for me. You can't be pro-black if you don't talk about trans black people and if you don't talk about trans women. You literally can't be pro-black. And that's really my issue with the whole movement, is like, we have the people that want to protect black women, but it's an overwhelming amount of people where it's like they'll only talk about it after a black woman has already been killed. And it's also, for me, like, I know if you ask a group of 50 black people, can you name 10 black women who've been killed by the police, like, most of them won't be able to do it. There's obviously a disproportion between who we're really fighting for. If you can't get on board with black women, that's another thing too that I forgot to mention. When I see black men dogging the shit out of their own women, their own black women, their mothers, their sisters, like the people that birthed them, the people that gave them life, but then you're gonna turn around and call yourself pro-black, that's a fucking disgrace. That's embarrassing. You don't get to do that. You don't get to do that. You also don't get to turn around and be anti-trans, because it's like, at that point, if you're one of those people, then you might as well just turn around and be like, all black men matter. You might as well just say that. All black cis men matter. You might as well just say that, because that's the energy that I'm getting all the time from Twitter. I don't know, I'm just pissed as fuck. I'm angry as fuck. I'm angry that this girl is 19 years old. She's a year older than me. Like, I have best friends that are black that are 19 years old. And it could have been any one of them. It could have been me. You know, Toyin was definitely in a different predicament than a lot of people. She was homeless. She was looking for a place to stay. Like, she was in a different predicament. But we knew that she was missing. And it doesn't matter, like, what her predicament was. She could have been protected. But people only show up for black women after they're dead. That's just what it is, and it's so fucking embarrassing, because black women are always on the front lines of these protests. We always show up for black men. My thing is, like, when are y'all gonna show up for us the way that we've always been showing up for y'all? That's my question. That shit was so disgraceful. So disgraceful. This girl ended up dead after tweeting enough information for the Tallahassee Police Department to get this man. Enough information. That's another thing. Defund the fucking police. I'm tired. But then also it's like, protect black women. If that were a black man, it would have just been well, first of all, if it were a black man, that wouldn't have even happened. It wouldn't have gone down that way. But I'm more so talking about like the urgency that black people have to protect black men. I don't see that same urgency for black women. I don't see it. I don't see that same urgency for trans women, trans men, trans people. I don't see it. I don't see that same urgency for disabled black people. Like, you can't pick and choose who you're gonna support in the movement. If you're one of those people, get the fuck out. I'm literally just getting on here ranting, but it's like, I wanted to talk about her. Like, I can't not talk about her. Like, I see myself in her, even though it's a completely different predicament. And I wasn't in that situation where, like, I'm not looking for a place to live, but just like a young black girl who's literally a year older than me, maybe less. I'm not sure when her birthday is, but I know that she's 19 years old and I'm 18 years old. You get the point of what I'm trying to say. I'm just like, I'm pissed the fuck off. Like, when I initially saw that she was 19, because I didn't know that. When I saw that she was 19, I burst out into tears. I was like, wow, bro. All the black girls that I know are 19. All my black friends are 19. What the fuck? I don't know. I should end this video here because I've been talking for hella long, and you get the point of what I'm trying to say. That's my problem with the Black Lives Matter movement. Unless y'all can collectively come together and protect black trans lives and black women the same way that you do for black cis hetero men, I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear it. Don't say like protect black women in response to somebody getting killed. Like, I want to see you saying that shit 365 days a year. So yeah, I'ma go. But by the way, New Yorkers, special announcement that I had, a vigil is being held, organized by me, on Wednesday in Washington Square Park at 12 p.m. It's for her. It's for Toyin, and it's for black women that are mad, and it's for black men to definitely pull up so that we could talk about how going forward we can not just be there for black women after somebody's died. I want to talk about that. That's what I'm really looking forward to speaking about. I will be speaking. I will be having other black women come and speak as well. But if you would like to come see me be in Washington Square Park for Toyin, please come. Wednesday, 12 p.m. Washington Square Park. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. Rest in peace to Toyin, and yeah, I'm gonna go. I love you, and I'll see you Wednesday if you come. Bye.